back into streaming this. Got my water bottle in case my throat hurts. Oh, it's been that long. It's been over a month. Apologize. Been pretty busy. You left off. Is this okay? No. Oh, where you last left off. Yeah. Yes, right here. So, Sack has been murdered. Junko has been impaled by Monokuma. Gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. Touched her wrist to check for pulse, like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. If there wasn't anything else to say, she was gone. Yeah. Apologize for such a late delay on this. I've been doing a lot of other games in between. A lot of which I haven't been streaming or knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense she was really starting to get into it.
I see.
Then that clears that up. Huh? Chris, what up? I'm so
Goodbye.
lost. I'll see you later. As if forgetting I was even in there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Bathroom doorknob has been added. Still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from, and also, I should look into the DVD Sack got. As I did, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in the video. And on top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas we're checking out, too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks, even if they're talking to me, that is. I have a slight idea. They thought it was a woman's room, so they broke the doorknob trying to get in. But they brought the screwdriver with them, so it must be a guy. A knife would come from the kitchen. So let's check out the kitchen. Since I'm right here anyways. Hina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all a first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps calm me. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kind of hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Well, that one. Oh, I can actually go back there. That's a lot of food. Oh, there's one missing right there. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or I better see if anyone here knows more about it. Kitchen knife set has been added. Alright, we'll talk to Hina. If she was hanging out here last night, she must have saw someone. Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange, a knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Ah, so it wasn't missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope, last I remember they're all lined up in a nice neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared?
Well,
I went to get some of the tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. And you should be able to say for sure. You could tell everyone I didn't come into the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Hina's account. I'll say Hina just because it's a lot easier than Ayo. Did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not. I would never. Hina, do you really think I murdered her?
I mean...
Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, then one killing the other is classic trauma setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Okay. So we have her account that I didn't come in there. Now where is... No. Map. Okay, let's hit the Saga's room. Did not know I could do that. Let's talk to these three.
Very strange.
So why was Saki in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit? No, you got it wrong. Wrong. Second, I switched rooms last night. You didn't even try to hide the suspicion in his face. Even if what you say is the absolute truth, you're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? Huh? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? The reason Sakura was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms. She's dead because of me? Then it should have been me that died? Well, all I can say right now is that it's a possibility. If that's really true, then Oh, I hate him. Back to Leon here.
Seems like...
Something doesn't seem right. The Monaco file said the Sakura was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? Hold on a second. Someone changed the nameplate. Huh? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. Someone changed the nameplates. Huh? This is definitely a room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. The nameplates in my room and Sayaka's room were switched? So all the effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? Door nameplates has been added. Interesting. Okay, Hifumi. Very strange. Mr. Aggie, what was Mrs. Maizono doing in your room? Let me just say this.
Most suspicious.
Absolutely not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room. Do you really think I'm guilty? Should we go check out the trash room? How do you run again? Circle. That's cool. Little walk back there. It's all gated. There's a sturdy gate here. No way to get past.
Monokuma appears!
It's the end of the line. The trash room, this is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get this gate open?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
He's broken. This is stupid. It'd be faster just go around and ask the others.
You can't go any further!
Cleaning duty has been added to the truth bullets. Oh, hello. There's a hatch on the floor. Don't budge, must be locked. Oh! Got a mana coin. Okay. Hifumi talked like he was trash duty guy. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Because he was talking about not letting anybody dispose of trash, so he must be cleaning duty. Why do you ask? Just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Let someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was going to start this morning, but after what happened, I hadn't had a chance to get started. And since you're cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room?
Here we go!
Of course. This is my job to gather all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they give me the key for the trash room key. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get in the trash room? And only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key. What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can all throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So in other words...
Actually... Anyone who gives a false student becomes black and regret unless they are discovered.
So that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The threat would disappear and things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen!
Anyway, more important than that...
Hey, you bastard!
Hey, Fatty, why'd you want the cleaning duty gig anyway? I just decided to volunteer for something. I knew no one else would do it. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar. I know why you did it.
Is it, like...
You want to dig through all the girls' trash, looking for, you know, and poking around at it.
There's no way to think
What are you
about
talking
this in a
about? All my
common
love is for
sense
2D.
kind...
You know what I mean.
But there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe we get tired of 2D and then turn to...
Completely unforgivable!
I would never get tired of 2D. I'm not even gonna bother with that sentence. It's a shower of love and affection. Oh god. PPC. Oh.
Give me a break.
I'm not. No, I'm not reading that. How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? You're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to disposing of it.
What?
If you're innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to. Anyway, another topic. Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. What, so now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but I haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma or save a village or beat a boss. Oh, nothing like that. I just was hoping to get into the trash room and look around.
You got it.
Oh, okay. So easy. So Hifumi and I head down to the trash room. Wada 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 wada. Not like that. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They say he killed his wife. He learned how to get by inside but never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. What? Whatever, please just hurry up. Okie dokie, leave it to me. Philly pulled out a key of his pocket and used it to flip the gate switch next to the key, and then...
Mr. Naegi!
However, Mr. Naegi,
Without a doubt.
surely you aren't planning to use that trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend, you planned this all along. No, just wanted to see if the actual killer tried to destroy any evidence or not. The actual killer is you, isn't it? You wanted to steal like anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world? What is wrong with this guy? Whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking. Noticeable evidence number 1 and 2. So we'll go with this number 1. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. Looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball. Just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this...
Is that... Do you know what that is? They say you collect all 7... Hifumi, this is not Dragon Ball. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on a big city street corner. Gaze into it and it'll show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl was on the quest to save that one guy. Oh, what's his name? The clairvoyant. There's only one person it could be. They should still all be in the gym. I better go find out for sure. Shatter Crystal Ball. I forget what his name is. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. Looks like a burnt piece of something. A burnt piece? Like a hunk? Like a hunk of burning love? I'm just a hunk of burning love. Anyway, this looks like a piece of cloth, and in the shape, it's part of a sleeve of a button-up shirt. And now that I look at it, it's definitely blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left of some evidence the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Burnt shirt piece. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. Holy crap. Ah, and it's on right now. Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going, yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be cleaning, so make sure you learn this before you leave. Okay. Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I put their nose off last time I was down
Was
here.
it a fairy?
Perhaps it was work of a fairy. Hifumi, you do realize what you just said? Huh? The fairy? No, you just said it was the last time you were here and the incinerator was off. Ah, yes. About that, there can be no mistake. If I've gotten one thing for me, it's mind-numbing.
I feel as if...
What was with that voice? Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on that. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has the key to open the gate,
Most suspicious.
it'd be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet... So that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how's that possible? Okay. This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was last here, the incinerator was off, those glass shards and burnt clothes were on.
Completely unforgivable.
What does that mean, Mr. Reggie? Will you be confessing soon?
That's it. I'm sure
Everyone
of
already
it.
knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. It sounds like he's living one of his comic book fantasies. Oh, my back. Okay, let's just check the buttons, and I think we're done. Green button turns it on, the yellow button turns it off. Or so it seems anyway. Yes. Okay. Now we need to head back to the gym. Which... over here. Right? No, slow down. Far end. Yeah, I don't want to talk to you. What's his name? I can't remember his name. The clairvoyant. I just remember he's the ultimate clairvoyant. There it is. Yasuhiro Hagakure. Hey, Hiro, can I ask you something? I gotta get it out of here. Gotta get out of here now. I've had enough. Gotta be free. Hiro, snap out of it. Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? That's what Crystal Ball. But it's all smashed. What the heck?
What the heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So how did it break?
What?
Was it actually just made of glass, not crystal? Did the guy totally do me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled the crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt this belonged to you? Yeah, that's mine for sure. Probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. Left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. That's been updated. Thanks, Hiro. That's all I need to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like $1 million. Pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Oh, wait, no. I'm supposed to ask you about numbers. Ah. Hey, Chihiro, somebody I could ask you something.
Huh?
Oh, what is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote down the numbers 11037. Do you have any idea what these numbers might mean? Like, could it be code or something? Sorry, no. Chihiro slowly shook her head.
I'm sorry.
I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Even she doesn't know. Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? No, couldn't be. Oh, poor Chihiro. Okay. That was the other thing I remember I had to do. So now I gotta go to the laundry room. Which I think is on the other side. Yeah, it's on the other side. Oh, let's go stop at the shop real quick. I got 2 coins. Would you like to try against the almighty Mono Machine? Boss. Forgot the controls for a second there. God, now okay. So, no idea what those things are, but we'll check it next time. Okay, we need to go this way. Those are classrooms. Oh, hello. I wish I could just, like, automatically go through to the next area. That's the swimming pool. That's the sauna. Laundry room. See if there's anything left in here. That's Junko. There's some magazines laying around. No help there. It's a washing machine. Washing machine that has something to do with this case. Okay, yeah, I don't think there's anything there. Let's go back to talk to Kyoko. See if she has anything to say. Or not. The heck is she? Oh, that's right, I'm supposed to go watch the tape. Let's check inside here, I guess. I think she threw it in here, didn't she? There will be one thing in the trash can. Yep, the DVD with Sayaka's name on it. I'm excited to see what was on the video. Wonder, what did she see? Might not be directly related to the case, but might be worth checking on. Sorry, Sayaka. Need to borrow this DVD. Okay, can I teleport over there? No. Okay. It's right near it. Right here. And then we'll use one of these machines. I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then... Oh, her pop band. An image slowly appeared. It looks like some kind of concert. And standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there, along with the friends she said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then the voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly the screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Did he kill them? Look for the answer after graduation. Without warning, the video cut off. He killed them. The heck? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Uh-oh. It's class trial time.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
This is gonna be fun. The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. I am so nervous for this. Oh, hello. Right here. You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. Bet you were afraid we discovered that he doesn't murder you.
Listen to me!
Couldn't even speak. Holy crap. Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. So they really are convinced I did it, but... I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Did he literally build all this in the school? Let's head down there. Let's have no choice to get on this elevator.
Well then.
Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite
Makoto.
right. Said beef? Oh, that just snuck up out of nowhere. I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to the grips with this truth. You need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. And Sayaka's Arner, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raise my voice to try and give myself courage, I turn, trembling with anticipation, towards the elevator. With each step forward, I can feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else is already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. The doors closed, and the elevator started to move. Oh boy. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when its time finally comes. Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Oh. You finally arrived. What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's all like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Shit.
Not even close.
Well now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down.
Yahoo!
Hurry up now, hurry up. We did what he said and found our seats. Except we're not sitting, we're standing. The seats are arranged in a giant circle. We're set up so that everyone can see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer the attention at enemies and to anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so the curtain of the first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Ah! Alright, just in case if I mess up. Oh. Set skills. Do I have any skills? Increase damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during the bullet time phase. Cost 3 SP. That's all I have, so... Okay. Let's see what we got. I'm not really reading the side, I'm just more reading what the stuff is so I get an idea. Okay, that's... yes. Okay. Got an idea of what everything is. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Oh my god, do I not have to read this? Is it going to be fully voiced? Oh, hallelujah for my throat.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
You've already told us all
then
this.
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Oh, good lord. That's
Don't
so
be
stupid.
a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
That's a little morbid and disturbing.
Friendship penetrates?
Oh, please, no.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There
Yeah.
were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
There's something he's not telling us.
Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started.
Is there another person that we were supposed to have and
First
just
up
didn't
is the
show
case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
Let's begin the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this is just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes. All things progress during each quest trial. You engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to aim, then fire with triangle. Okay, gotta remember triangle. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. Press the options button during these arguments, you can reveal the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. Make your argument. Evidence of a struggle. Okay, I only get one. About to see...
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Okay.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
I'm not
In
moving
the
it, it's moving by
bathroom.
itself.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's wrong.
Haha. Okay, so that's how you do it. Easy. Break.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
It's all
With
torn
the
up.
way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Oh, shut up.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. It was the knife. Kitchen knife set.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon!
So the killer used some random knife they had?
No.
No, that's wrong.
It's actually pretty easy.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's
No.
right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Shut up.
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Thank you, Kyoko.
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know, well, that I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Sure. You can concentrate by holding down the R1 button. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay close attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck, have fun. Okay, so R1. Good. That would be nice to have. Hina's account.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon.
Yep.
But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right?
I have 9 minutes to do this
He
part.
did it in secret, when nobody was in the
No, that's wrong!
Okay, so the focus speech doesn't last all that long.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Yeah, she was there. She didn't see me go by. Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
Thank you,
The
Hina.
knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer.
That's actually kind of a good question right there.
Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Ugh, good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
Okay.
Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Yeah, we never did ask her, did anybody come in there?
Hina
She
seems
saw.
the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall. No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well,
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together?
Sakura's a girl.
Unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh,
Just spit
yeah,
it out.
that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Oh my god, just spit it out.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Exactly!
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Wait, what? Talking about-
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was Sayaka.
Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual.
Huh.
When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
Then the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
No.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all.
I want to stab Toko.
No!
So, that's
Sorry,
how
I
you
skipped
would
that. My bad.
twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Right. If I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna
Hold
die.
on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Oh, I love
Because
you,
you
Kyoko.
see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until
The
we
door.
unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Your first Hangman's Cabinet is about to begin. Would you like to Okay. As things advance further close to trial, the Hangman's Cabinet will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use left stick to aim, triangle to shoot. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage. If you get your 0, you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been in the scene, but wasn't. It must be a crucial point. What should have been at the scene? Oh, the hair. Yeah, hair. H. I need A. And I want R. There we go. That was
Now
easy.
I understand!
I couldn't think of what should have been there, but then when that popped up, it's like, oh.
That's right! There wasn't a single hair on the floor!
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
No one's removed the trace of the killer.
That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Ha ha ha! Yes, very true, very true!
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom.
See, being in my own room, I would have known how to get into the bathroom to
There
kill her.
was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The killer struck to get to the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the object the killer broke, which was bathroom doorknob. Oh,
I got it!
see
Evidence
that.
that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
I get this. Leon's an idiot. Because that was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice at first, but is that the key point here? There's a little more about nonsense debates. Would you like to hear more? Good lord. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is that not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth put on the wrong one, you will not only fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun. Do I still only get the one bullet, or do I get multiple bullets? Bathroom door frame. Okay.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Yes.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Yes.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
Yes.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
Yes.
Because Sayaka had locked it.
No.
No, that's wrong.
Can't lock my door because it's a guy's room.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
It's stuck in the frame.
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door... That's not lucky at all!
It was actually very lucky, because that proved
So
me
the
innocent.
reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The switched nameplates. The bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail of the scene of the crime they didn't notice was... the crime took place in my room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms.
Yep.
Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
And the killer standing there was like, oh crap.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So
I'm
the
innocent.
killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
Oh, shut up.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well then, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
Majority
No.
rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
Oh, shut
You
up.
don't gotta sound so disappointed.
Exactly.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Good question.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
But that one had Makoto's name on
That
it.
seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
No, I agree with Hifumi on this one. She asked me to do something particularly because of how frightening she was. The answer is right there. There's no way Sayaka was human because... Okay, so it's... that one.
I got it!
Just wanted to make sure.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
Unless she did it on purpose. She purposely
What if
switched
her
rooms.
being scared was a lie?
Exactly.
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
She's a detective, isn't she?
When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But...
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Then, that note. Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Oh, God.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
She's telling a lie. What truth bullet do I get? Make your arguments. Dorm nameplates. Okay.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
Right?
No, that's wrong.
No. Aha. Okay. I thought I did the wrong one there for a second.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said,
they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the
Mondo
names
there.
was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who got to switch the nameplates. The only person who knew we had switched rooms.
I got
Sayaka.
it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There was something else I talked about. Okay, we've already read this.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted to kill someone.
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
That little tried to set me up.
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Almost definitely.
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Because of the glitter. The wrist is no doubt.
I got it!
Seriously, just
All you
pretend
have to
the same
do is take
evidence.
a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You
But it's the
barely
sword
have to
blunt.
touch that stuff, and there's
man,
some on
that's
her
stuff.
wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
That's what we need to make clear. Oh, there's more about non-stop debates. Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. Oh man, sorry. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press L1 to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the L1 to cycle through each bullet. Or you can hold down the L1 and use the stick to select a specific bullet. By the way, the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will set to mean. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright, wait, what? Okay.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack!
No, wait, no.
No, that's wrong!
Wait, that's right? I swear to God, that was just random. I thought I accidentally pressed the wrong one.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Huh? Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead! Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath.
Sayaka attacked first, and the killer grabbed the sheath
If
and
you are
defended.
going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
They used it as
If
defense.
they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it.
Sayaka.
So here's how it all played out.
Oh, shut up, you know
The
nothing.
culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So
No.
she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit, after they
Sorry,
broke her
skip that.
wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Her hands. When you use a sword, which part of your body would have to touch it?
I
palms.
got it! You're
palms are
talking
clean.
about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Really?
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
That has nothing to do with it.
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because second narration talks about what happened in the bathroom at night. What was
I
off.
got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Oh my.
Ugh.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
One damage the knife would have been the one without the sword.
I got
Sayaka.
it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
I just realized Takumi doesn't
far
really fit
from
in
it.
this.
It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
I meant he doesn't fit into the court seat there. See, you gotta see he's like, yeah. That'd be me.
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the
Makoto.
one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That little...
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all
Smart.
that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
But they wouldn't believe
I don't
it.
know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation.
She played me like a fiddle.
A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
Exactly.
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
Oh, Makoto, just shut up. It's
Because...
true.
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
There's a time limit.
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery.
If you know who it is,
If we
just
can't
say it.
uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Make your arguments. Dying message. The 110 through 7?
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No,
No, that's wrong!
there is one.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining, wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
So I wrote the message, and I can prove it.
I
Left
got it!
index finger.
Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What? What?
No, it's just, look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers.
Versus me.
Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa. You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Holy crap, Mondo. Give a compliment.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
No, you turn it upside down. I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Yeah. I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right on to who did it.
It was
So,
Leon.
whose name did she write?
It was the killer's name. If we turn the message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear. Leon.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N.
Leon.
L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What? What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No.
He's hiding it.
It's not random.
Oh, shoot. I just skipped that. Crap.
She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
Still kind of a
that sounds like
weird
one
way
hell
she
of a
had to
stretch
write.
to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto?
Okay, so now
The
this is where the
evidence
crystal
Leon
ball
tried to
comes
get
in.
rid
And
of?
okay, I was wondering about the burnt sleeve and the crystal ball. I tried to get rid of it. Right, I found on the ground in front of the incinerator, right? Burnt shirt piece.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
Oh, he's panicking.
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Okay, so now that we know it's him, the incinerator's a 30-feet thing behind the gate there. He's... oh!
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
He stole the crystal ball and threw it at the incinerator to get it started.
Yeah, I think so.
And since it was so far away, being the ultimate baseball star, he would be able to make it. Got it. Which the killer was able... There's something about it when you pay attention in order to figure out what's responsible. How is this disposed of?
If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
Did you realize it was him? No, that's wrong. There's another way to use the incinerator without being while on cleaning duty. And exactly what proves Leon is the real killer. Oh man, I hate being sick. This is gonna be the smash crystal ball. Shattered. Okay.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
Oh crap, wrong one. Oh, nothing like that would...
Shoot!
Oof.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
That was my bad.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
No. What? The person with the trash room can't get to the incinerator. Part of that is wrong.
Shoot!
Okay, this one's a little bit harder.
The key to the
I didn't mean to
trash
keep
room.
doing all of them.
Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the
I really think
person
about this
in
one.
charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy
That's the one.
No, that's wrong.
My bad. That was my bad. Break.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
Killer use glass ball in a certain way.
I
Had to
got
throw
it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
That's an incredible shot if he made it through the gate and hit the switch.
Someone through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before,
Hifumi, sorry, I didn't let him finish. Someone turned the incinerator on? Pretty strange, I'm quite certain it was off the last time I was down here. Perhaps it was a work of Harry. Had to do his
Hifumi had the
voice changing.
key. So the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
Does that think there was a ward logo on his shirt?
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small.
Ultimate baseball star.
Could someone really do that?
That's right! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
Ah, yeah, it's itchy. Wouldn't much of a challenge all for the killer because... Ultimate baseball star.
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now, Leon?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Oh, God. The closed memory is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Sure. Every case has one less element to the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you get a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case to form a comic book. However, you notice that in the comic, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, you take aim at a missing section and press the X button. Holy cow, you'll get a hint and might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck, have fun. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Japanese. Right to left. That would be the note. Ah. Okay. This would be the impromptu defense. No. That goes there. No. Okay, that goes there. That goes there. Holy crap, she looks scary there. So that goes there. This goes here when she dropped it. What is this one? I am totally confused. Okay. This is the lint roller. This. That. That goes there.
Here's exactly what happened.
So the one I didn't need there was the gold sword.
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
Okay, I thought I was doing something wrong there. Read slam.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
I got them all
But
right.
then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I'd put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Let me reason I need to rearrange events of the case.
The killer is you! During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
There we go.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing.
I actually like this little thing to recap
So
it all.
instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone.
How did he not notice the writing? That's my question.
With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence.
What happened to the
First,
empty
they
lint
took
roller
off
stuff?
their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hero's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star.
Yep.
The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
The heck was up with Makoto's face there?
Isn't that right, Leon?
That looks like some terrible anime right there. Completes.
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence?
We just pointed you all
Without
out.
evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence?
I have the evidence? The first bullet time battle is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Okay. Sometimes during class trial, your opponent simply won't hear what you have to say. When this happens, you engage them in head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as bullet time battle, aka BTB BTW. I like that. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Oh god, I suck at rhythm games. Match your button press with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the X button to lock on to an opponent's statement. Destroy this when you locked on with the triangle as the tempo meter reaches the center. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. To successfully start a combo, keep this going and initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that. Deal enough damage to the opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press triangle to shoot it down with a truth bullet like any other statement. Refute the statement fast enough and you come out victorious. But just like before, if your opponent's gauge reaches 0, you run out of time, you fail. Well, then good luck, have fun. Oh crap. Okay, so I press...
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
Use something there on to remove the screws.
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Stupid, 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 stupid!
To show in this video, I'm instantly as a killer. I need to figure it out. Okay, let's see if I can do this.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! Stupid!
Concentrating.
You lie! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! Where's your proof?
This should prove it!
Okay, sorry. Totally concentrating there. Oh god, the back and forth with the X and triangle.
Screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed.
Oh, that's actually kind of easy. You just gotta concentrate to get it right with the beat, and I suck at rhythm games.
I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Shut up.
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
I think Leon's a little broken right now.
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid!
Huh?
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid.
He dead. He gone.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Results A. Got an 8 rank. Oh, 78 of them? Sweet. Trophy earned. What's a mistrial?
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one?
No, I want to know what happens if everybody chooses one person, but the blackened one chooses someone else.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Who is found guilty? Monica will vote. Ding ding ding. It's Leon. Uh-oh, looks like you got it right on the money. The blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, is none other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh?
Huh?
Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second, Leon. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But...
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
The heck is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you would have been the one standing here. It's a complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all. Hey! Come on!
You expect me just to accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her, then that video actually had something to do with me. I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To see something like that happen to them. Ugh, and Sayaka.
I
did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
no matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's it. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships? She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she's descending into pure madness. What did you say?
Phew!
I understand, really I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
As angry as it was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough. I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Dang it.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during this class trial, the blackened Leon Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkits? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room and came all the way back and broke into the bathroom and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's
no,
why...
that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh!
Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? You killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? Can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him. Huh? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's the people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly...
Chills! Chills! Kills!
Let's hurry up and get what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment.
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey!
No more begging, no more
now.
excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop! Please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star.
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
For Leon. Uh-oh. Cutscene time. Game over. Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Oh, it's just like the intro, too. Uh-oh. Why is it so low? Oh. In use. I didn't turn down the sound, just to let you know. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The 1,000 blows. Ooh. $1,000 baseballs. That is a painful way to die. That's just morbid. And just like that, Leon is dead. Good God. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that... Oh, hello. What else could we call it? I don't know if that would pop up as just an error. Woohoo! Extreme! Man, my adrenaline's pumping right out of control. What's going on?
I can't take it.
Oh. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well?
Hey, if you don't like it. All you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. That's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Why the F are you doing all this evil to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well...
Why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
Seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. What? That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. It just doesn't. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, don't you think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together? I don't think. Oh, I don't think.
Shit.
I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your butt into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free from your regrets from the outside world. You are to blame. Of course we can't cut free of this outside world. We're being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's something deep meaning hidden in there, just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Anyway, let's get to the Blackened's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for, after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some fun for later. And like that, he's gone. And just like that, he's gone. Of course. He left us there, overwhelmed by nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no. It wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Oh, their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, could I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered in my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started, you had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even to the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why she lay dying. She was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? Can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility, but I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without something like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How'd you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Haha. Kidding. I just have a pretty good intuition. Chapter 1. To survive. The end. There's 12 of us left. To be continued. Why does that look like the One Piece logo? Or the One Piece to be continued? You got the Despair Bat present. Not to save this data. 1 is the loneliest number. Alright. I'm going to end the stream here. It's been over 2 hours, and I actually have to get up for work in the morning. I will be doing more of this soon, as long as no one else wants to play any games. I might be streaming with some people soon. I need to actually talk to them, actually get on and play, because there's an Overwatch event going on. There's other games I wouldn't mind streaming with people. Gotta talk to them and see. So, anyways, thank you so much for coming out to the stream. If you see this on YouTube, thank you for watching the video. And I will see everybody on either the next stream or in the next video. Take it easy.